basically the work culture. So how do you find the work culture at Canada when you're working off campus? How easy it is to find a work? What should students do to find off campus jobs or on campus jobs?
Okay, so about the work thing, I guess finding an off-campus job is more easier as compared to finding on-campus job. You cannot basically assume that you are going to go to Canada and you are going to do an on-campus job. First of all, you need to find out an off-campus job definitely, because as you land over here, your expenses are going to start off. You need to manage those expenses on your own. So first of all, you should try to find a part-time job off campus. Finding an off-campus job is also not an easy thing. It varies on different cities. Suppose in Windsor, it's not very easy to get a part-time job off campus. In, I guess, in either the bigger cities such as Toronto, like, you can get a part-time job more easily because there are more opportunities. The city is big. There are more certain stores or more places where part-time jobs are needed. So you might get a part-time job easily over there. In my case, yeah, it was not easy, but I was able to get a part-time job at Walmart. And talking about the work culture, it's very good. I get a lot of support at my workplace, and the people at my workplace are very, very welcoming. I haven't faced any of racism or thing like that on workplace, either on the workplace, on campus or off campus. People are very welcoming over here, and you love to go your workplace because the work environment is very great. So yeah. And about finding a part-time job off campus, the first thing you gotta do after, like, when you start finding for a job, make a resume. If you have any part-time job experiences in India, you make sure you include that in your resume. And you also mention that you are doing a bachelor's or a master's or a diploma in certain field in certain university or college. And if you have done, I guess, part-time, if you have part-time experiences in India, it would be very much beneficial to you getting a part-time job over here. So yeah, that was I was not having any experience from India, though I got a job over here. That's great, I guess. But yeah, it's not easy to get a part-time job off campus. You need to print down the resumes. You need to go to each and every convenience stores, each and every Walmart stores, I guess. And other than Walmart, there are many other retail stores which you can go to. It's not that only you should go to Walmart only if you are talking about the retail stores, right? You can go to convenience stores, you can go to restaurants, and you can go to any of the such places where they need part-time associates. And that's how you go there. You ask them to meet the manager or the hiring manager. You hand over your resume to them. After handing over your resume to them, you just uh, inform that you are finding a part-time job, you need a job. And if they like your resume, if they like you, then they would call you or they would email you based on your resume, and they would try to contact you and would offer job to you, basically. So that's the process of finding a part-time job off campus. You need to print down resumes, you need to go over each and every store, you need to go over convenience stores or restaurants. That's how you find a part-time job off campus. Talking about on-campus jobs, that process is quite simple. That process is online. The department in which you are enrolled, such as in my case, computer science department, would email you if there are any positions available for any on-campus job, and they would also link the application on that email. So you just go to email, you just follow that email, you fill out the application form, you upload your transcripts, you upload your resume over there also if you have any past experiences. And yeah, you basically on-campus job is all about GPAs. If you are talking about the teaching assistantship job, yeah, they will look for GPA. If you don't have any GPA, I would say apply if you want to, but don't expect that you will get the job, because the competition on-campus jobs are very high. And if you have a good GPA, then you might get an on-campus job. Otherwise, don't expect it. Just try for an off-campus job. Like, it's not that you have to do an on-campus job. Off-campus jobs are also very great, and they are also around, if they will allow you to work for 20 hours rather than 6 hours, in terms of, like, as you compare to the on-campus jobs, right? So yeah, that's how the process goes for on-campus and off-campus jobs over here. But as I said, as you land in Canada, just try for finding an off-campus job as soon as possible. In my case, I was a bit slow. I spent, I guess, 2 to 3 months finding, 4 months, I guess, finding a job. I was not, first of all, trying to find a job, but then I realized that after seeing my roommates and other students over here, I got to know about the actual life over here, and then I started to find job, and then I got one, hopefully. Yeah, so that's the process.
But you went at a difficult time when there was a COVID around and it was not easy. Still, you made it. You got a job within 4 months, which is great. And plus, you got a teaching assistantship, and you have a good job at Walmart, and you're managing well. Super.
Yeah, all because of my parents' blessings, I guess. I got a job at Walmart during the times of COVID, like when there were not many vacancies or thing. But yeah, I got one part-time job, and for this semester, I got the TA job.
Who helped you in preparing the resume? Did you do it yourself? Did the university help you? Is there a career service in university? Are there a placement service? How, in your final year, will you be able to get any jobs from the university?
So the job culture over here is not dependent on the university. The university will not get you a placement right after you graduate from your studies. You need to find your full-time job on your own. But the university has some services, some career services, which would help you create resume, which would help you prepare for interviews, which should help you find jobs, which would help you how to apply for the jobs, and basically everything. There is a separate department in the university. I guess it's called career advising. So yeah, you can contact that department. That department would help you to figure out how would you find jobs, how would you apply to them, how would you make your resume, how would you crack the interviews, what would you be asked on the interviews, and every stuff related to finding a job after you graduate. But yeah, university is not responsible to get you a job after completing your studies. They won't give you a placement after you complete your studies. You need to find that job on your own. And about part-time job, I would guess it's not too much to depend on anyone. Like, you can create, basically it's not filling out any major information in your resume. It's a part-time job. They also know that you will not be having any experience before also, because you are an international student and you are applying for a part-time job. So creating a part-time job resume is totally a different thing from creating a full-time resume. Part-time resume, you can just like create that in 1 hour or half an hour. You just start applying for the jobs, because it's a part-time job. You are not going to be there on permanent basis. They are not expecting you to have a great experience or certain things, right? So about part-time jobs, you can create that resume on your own. You don't need any help for that. You can basically Google it, or YouTube. You can watch certain examples on YouTube. You can search how to create a part-time job resume on YouTube, and you can figure out on yourself that how would you create your part-time resume. And about the full-time resume, I think you need to take some guidance from the university department, because those guys know it better. Those guys would help you create a great resume. Those guys would help you to apply jobs online, and those guys would help you to prepare for your interviews, because the full-time job after graduating is the most important thing which you need to get. So for that, I guess you should not be dependent on any online services like Google or YouTube. Like you should contact the department, the career department in your university or college. Basically, every university or college has their own career advising department, which helps students get job after they graduate. So for full-time job, you should consult them, you should take their advice, and you should do as they say, so that you can get a full-time job after your studies. But as I said, university is not responsible for getting you a job. You need to find that on your own. They will just help you, they will guide you, but you need to find that on your own. Yeah, so that's how the process goes after graduating in Canada.